Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name's Leora and I talk on here about books, reading, writing and sometimes other stuff as well. And today I'm sat here on my kitchen floor with yet another cozy reading vlog. Yes, everything has to be cozy on this channel. So there's lots of exciting things for this vlog. I have a few books that I'm currently reading. I'm very excited to edit the bit of this video that you've just seen where we went to the pumpkin patch and did like all these cozy autumnal activities. I've just been filming like bits of my autumn here and there. Autumn is in full swing. It's truly happening now. So I hope this was like a cute autumnal diary kind of thing. And yeah, now I just want to talk a little bit about the things that I'm reading and stuff like that. A small thing I want to get out of the way first. I was operated on my ear this week. If you see this really big plaster, that's because of the operation. Don't mind it, I'm doing great. Next to talking about my reading, I have something very exciting to unbox as well. So let's just get right into it. So first up, reading. I am currently reading this book, A Ghost of a Chance by Brittany Kelley. This is a romantic comedy. I'm reading and annotating this with one of my best friends. I have started annotating and then we're going to swap the book out and she's going to be annotating. As you can see, I've written lots of things down. I've just had a lot to say about this book so far. It's been absolutely wild, let me tell you. Those things going on in this book I couldn't have even dreamed up in my wildest dreams. It's just been absolutely crazy so far. So we have Tara, who is the town psychic, but she's sort of only pretending to be the town psychic, but she does actually have witchy powers. She's kind of just trying to push them down and like be normal. And I don't understand why witchy characters always have this problem in books. They're always like, oh my god, I have these incredible powers and I'm a witch, but I don't want to be. I want to be normal. And I'm like, oh my god, this is wasted on you. Let me tell you, if I had special powers, I would not be like, oh my god, I wish I was normal. And I mean, she is kind of just looking at the way people act to do like readings and stuff. Anyway, Tara's witchy storefront burns down, which is awful because now she's got no place to live, no business, everything is lost. So she moves in with her elderly aunt Tilly, who's my favorite character in this book. Literally, Tilly and the ghost in this book are the only characters I like. So not like our main girl and not the love interest. No, Tilly. I want to read a book about Tilly, just Tilly. So Tilly is like, Tara, you can stay in my guest house if you help me deal with my ghost problem. And Tara is like, sure, I don't even think there's a ghost problem. I'll just move in. Next to Tilly's guest house is where Ward lives. And he's this like grumpy guy that's really angry at Tilly because she keeps hosting bachelorette parties, because like the guest house is usually reserved for bachelorette parties. And so there's always like a bunch of girls drunk and like coming onto Ward's property, which he does not want. To be honest, I'm on Tilly's side with this one. She called the guest house the Pussy Palace. I don't know if I'm gonna get demonetized for this. But I need to talk about it. She calls the guest house the Pussy Palace, which is so funny because it's like her own house is like this Victorian witchy vibey place, and then she has like the guest house and has a neon penis sign on the front door. Let me tell you, when I read that for the first time, I was absolutely flabbergasted. There's so much writing on several pages of these because the scenes were just like so wild. Tara moves into the guest house, and this guest house has the weirdest things. It has like this entire wall of monster I'm so gonna get demonetized, but just somebody needs to know about this. It's got like a wall of monster glow in the dark dildos, and like the dildos are being haunted because there's a spirit loose. It's just like one of the funniest things I've ever read. I was like laughing out loud, making all these little notes in the margins for Nina when she reads this. It was absolutely crazy. And I just need to read some quotes to you guys because I cannot explain to you how absolutely outrageous this book has been so far. So Tara and Ward are out in the woods. I kind of forgot why, but there's this mysterious figure with mist curling around them in a very old school nightgown, sort of walking around, and there's obviously something going on, but Ward is in denial. A chill runs down my spine and a strange, overwhelming urge to run grips me. What in the cottagecore f*** was that bitch wearing? A sleepy voice asks, and I nearly jump out of my skin. So this is Ward. He just turns up in the woods being like, what the cottagecore f*** was that girlie wearing? And it's like, it's a ghost. You can't call a ghost. Also, Tara's outfit to go gallivanting around in the woods at night to see a ghost is a t-shirt that says Palace on it. Iconic. Iconic. Anyway, during the rest of the book, they continue to call this ghost Little Miss Cottagecore, which is just like, it makes me unable to be scared of this ghost. I cannot be scared of a ghost called Little Miss Cottagecore who's haunting clothes. Anyway, Little Miss Cottagecore and Tilly, the crazy, eclectic witchy aunt, are my favourite characters. Ward and Tara have been kind of into each other and low-key in love since literally page 1, so that's kind of annoying, but I don't really mind since this book is just so much fun because it's so silly. So I hope to read a lot more in this today because I'm just having such a good time, and I'm very excited about giving this to Nina and then she can read all my annotations. I think I've been absolutely hilarious so far in the margins of this book, so if anything else outrageous happens, I of course will tell you. I will update you. And then this is kind of my serious read, which is not like that serious. This is The Last of August by Brittany Cavallero. This is part 2 in the Charlotte Holmes series. I've read part 1 in like 2019? I don't know, a really long time ago. I'm kind of ashamed of like how long it took me to pick up book 2, but I was just in the mood for like a detective thriller mystery kind of thingy, and I remember that these books are really funny and they pack important themes whilst at the same time remaining lighthearted and have like great banter and also a good amount of mystery. And you know, if it's like a YA, I always tend to read through it quicker. So the Charlotte Holmes series is about the descendants. So the Charlotte Holmes series is basically like, what if the Watsons and the Sherlocks are real families and they're like well-known famous families, and Sherlock Holmes was a famous detective, and then these families have descendants that keep getting like sort of tangled up in the same family history over and over again. So that's what this book is. It's very interesting. In the first book we follow Charlotte Holmes who's attending this fancy boarding school. She's really good at chemistry. And then we have Jamie Watson, who's like a writer, of course, and he attends the same boarding school. They don't really know each other, but they know like of each other because their families are famous, of course. And then somebody gets murdered in the style of Sherlock Holmes' first mystery. Charlotte's being framed for the murder, and then Charlotte and Jamie like team up to figure out who is the real killer. So that's book one. And in this book, I believe they are dealing with like a missing person, but I'm not that far in yet, so to be honest, I don't really know what's going on. I'm on page 77 as of right now. It's been a jolly good time. It's got all the banter. There's lots of trauma like from the past book that they're still dealing with, and definitely trigger warnings for sexual assault and dealing with that trauma, but it's been handled so well in these books up until now, like the way they discuss it and the impact it can have on you mentally and physically. It's been like so insightful and really impactful. So kind of sad to read about, but then the banter makes it feel a little bit lighter, and the mystery is always really good in these. So I'm excited to continue reading this one. But first I want to read my silly little witch fiction book. Okay, so those were my reading updates. Now let me get my package because I have something very excited to unbox. Okay, there we go. It's a really big box. Let's hope I can open it like this. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So this video has been sponsored by Daphne's Diary, and this is a really cool creative magazine. If you love my channel, you'll love this magazine. It's basically this cozy magazine filled with recipes, creative projects and stuff like that. It says on the front here, stickers, vintage, creative inspiration. So stylish and so cute. But the best thing they've sent me is their advent calendar. I am so excited. Just look at that. It's absolutely stunning. I'm so excited. I literally cannot act normal right now. I've always wanted to get like a big advent calendar for myself because I think it's so exciting that like in December you get to count down and open like a little present every time. And I think the cabinet looks so cute and vintage, and I'm literally so excited because I was thinking maybe after I've unpacked all the gifts I can use it as like jewelry storage. Okay, I'm sorry, but that's literally the cutest thing I've ever seen. That is so Jane Austen. Sorry. I'm sorry I'm so annoying, but I'm just genuinely so pleased with this sponsorship. So I was thinking I'll just open like one gift now and then I'll stuff it back in and hope I forget it before it becomes like December. Oh my god, it is so stunning. So December 1st is this little drawer. Oh my god, it's a memory game! It's been such a long time since I played this. So cute. Okay, I'm very excited about that. What other one should I open? Okay, so I've just opened a random one. These are magnets, and there's like so many of them. They are so cute. I am obsessed. Okay, I'm just opening one more. I promise this is it. Sorry. I'm just really excited. This is so cute. Go check out Daphne's Diary on daphnesdiary.com and definitely check out their amazing advent calendar in the shop. I know that they ship to a lot of countries, also to the USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Germany, Belgium, the Netherlands. And with the code Leora10, my followers can get 10% off of Daphne's Diary. So I'm really excited about that. So thank you so much to Daphne's Diary for sponsoring this video, and I am so pleased with this one, and I'll definitely be opening it up during the December weeks, hopefully in my vlogs as well. That was my reading update and my advent calendar unboxing, and now let's get on with the rest of the day. I'm planning on going out, doing like a little autumnal walk, getting a coffee, and I need to go to the station to drop off my packages, so that is on the planning for the rest of the day, and hopefully some more reading as well. day, so I've done all my errands and I've just filmed some TikToks, which is why I'm wearing a different sweater. It's kind of a shame because you still haven't seen like my actual outfit, which is this really cute dress. But yeah, this sweater is really nice, and the sweater that I was wearing before is really nice as well. This is one of my favorites. I really don't wear it enough, but I love it so much. It's so cute. It's got like the flared sleeves, which make me want to do this all day long, and just wildly impractical. But that's okay with me because I look so cute. So I really need to tell you about Ghost of a Chance because the weirdest thing is going on because there's so many strange things afoot in this book. Like, aside from all the witchcraft and haunting, it's still lots of strange things afoot. So I've just read this scene, which I just cannot get over because it's so weird. Tara walks in towards kitchen to talk to him about the haunting, like about little Miss Cottagecore, who they've both seen like her apparition in the woods. And she walks into his kitchen to discuss this, and it's already noted that she's only wearing a t-shirt, and I think she's wearing the Palace t-shirt too, to make matters worse. So I'm reading this and I'm like, okay, sure. Then we find out she is not wearing any underwear. I annotated, oh, just a girl trying to discuss ghosts, half naked in a random dude's kitchen. So she hops out of the chair to make some kitchen. Can't even speak anymore. I'm like so confused. She hops out of the chair to make some coffee, and he notes that she's not wearing underwear. It's just so weird. She's just walking around like it's the most normal thing ever to not be wearing any underwear. And then later on in the scene, she gets like emotional and it says her eyes watering. Oh no, not watering. She's about to cry. And I wrote down, what? And that in her bare ass. And just like for the rest of the scene, I was like just so flabbergasted about this. I couldn't concentrate on anything that was happening. So there's this bit in the story where she's preparing for the date, choosing an outfit and like discussing with her eclectic aunt, like, what do I need to wear? And the whole time I was just thinking, I don't care what you wear as long as you remember to put on something and wear underwear. That's literally all that matters to me. Just like put on pants and underwear, and then I'm so content. But then we get to the actual date, and after the date, you know, things get a little frisky, and she's not wearing any underwear again. And it's presented as like this sexy thing, and I'm just sat here like, what is her problem? Why does she continue to not wear any underwear? Is she not afraid of getting yeast infections? Do these just not happen to her? Is she just like a wild child, not wearing underwear, and then just wearing like tartan skirts and stuff? So that's been a lot. And then there's also a haunting, which is like really just the backdrop of this story, because at the forefront is like our romance. Part I'm getting to now is where Aunt Tilly is actually telling us like the lore of the haunting and what is potentially going on and how they can stop it. And there's also been some like magical dreaming. So I think we're getting close to figuring out what's going on, and like several things in the story might be connected. So I'm having a good time. I'm mostly laughing out loud, like so much. And yeah, this book is ridiculous, and you know, but it's so fun. Hi everyone, so I finished my book, A Ghost of a Chance by Brittany Kelley. I have to admit, even though I don't think this is like objectively a good book, I had such a good time reading it. It was just so much fun. And you know, sometimes a fun book is all you need and all you were really looking for. And it was just, I think when you're annotating a book with a friend, it makes it like extra more exciting because, you know, every time you write something down, you're thinking of them reading this after you, so it feels sort of like a group activity even though you are doing it on your own. This is like so typical. It feels like introvert hobbies 101, you know, like doing something together but like actually not doing it together. I'm really excited for my friend to pick this up and to see what she thinks. It's always so good to read books with your best friends. I'm really curious to hear if any of you guys ever like swap books like this and annotate, because, you know, if you guys are also having like little book clubs of your own, I would love to hear that. In terms of the plot, there were a lot of things that felt unresolved to me, and like some decisions that were made towards the end of the book, I understand where they came from, but it felt very rushed. And this maybe also has to do with this being a novella, so relatively short. But I don't know, especially the whole thing where Tara doesn't believe in her witchcraft and she doesn't truly, deeply believe that she has powers. But then every other character is like insinuating constantly that she has powers. I was expecting that to be a bigger point of the story, but it never really got brought up again, like not as much as I would have thought. So that left me a little bit disappointed. And then also Ward sometimes just is not a good person. Like the way he acts and the things he says, sometimes I'm just like, really? You're making a remark about that now, in this moment? And not to say that Tara is perfect, but I don't know. I didn't like any of the characters except for Aunt Tilly. And the ghost. And even the ghost was a tad dramatic. But you know, if you're a ghost haunting the woods because of your long lost love, you get to be dramatic, that's okay. Anyway, if you're looking for a fun, ridiculous, cozy read about ghosts with a little bit of spice in it as well, then I do recommend it because, you know, I had a great time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading vlog. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought, and let me know what you are reading and enjoying this autumn. And if you don't know what to comment, leave me a nice ghost emoji just for this ghostly book. I haven't really read anything anymore on the last of August, so I'm hoping to pick that up now that I finished this book. I'm handing it to Nina in a bit because she's coming over, so I'm really excited. I'm gonna be like, yes, here you go, have fun. It's insane. Once again, thank you to Daphne's Diary for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to check them out. So yeah, like, subscribe, leave a nice ghostly emoji, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Thank you for watching, bye. You don't know what you're in for.
I'm so excited.